He screens, and when he catches the ball, he either shoots it or he moves it quickly. Great shot pass decisions, and he's always willing to set another screen. This is how you want your big guys to play on offense.
So much of the offense runs through him. Doc Rivers says he's our second best passer after Rondo. And an offensive foul. Thaddeus Young, a moving screen. Picks up his first. Young, who had such a fine regular season, has really had his ups and downs in the playoffs. Excellent player off the bench. There's the little bump there on Dooling. Well, the shooting percentages are low once again. It's been a lot of that in this series. Dooling, the jump shot. Holiday just 105. Young will try a jumper. Garnett tips it to himself. That's his fourth rebound. Philadelphia shooting 26% from the field. They're only down 3. We'll take it out. We'll take a timeout. 3.5 gone by. Second quarter of Game 7 from Boston. With one of the more famous calls, Havlicek stole the ball. As these two teams have played so many Game 7s. This was a great rivalry, but it's the first playoff meeting they've had in 10 years and only the second in 27 years. Of course, Celtics with all the banners. That year they did win the NBA title when Havlicek stole the ball. They beat the Lakers in 5 games in the finals, back to when there were only 3 rounds and you win the title. Bass, not that time, and Iguodala the rebound.
My question is, what kind of out-of-bounds play was that? There was not one screen set. They just threw it to half court.
The game was a bit different back then. On the turnover, Ray Allen drives, layup, gets it to go. Celtics back up by 5. Allen's first field goal, he was 0 for 4. Garnett right up on Elton Brand. Shot clock at 7. Turner. Shot clock at 1. Iguodala just gets it off in time. Banker won't go. Garnett his 5th rebound and a foul. Iguodala picks up his 2nd foul. 2nd team foul on Philly. Just trying to take a swipe up the ball. Hits him right in the face. Again, you talk about minutes for Garnett. It's not like you can tell him, right, stay out there but pace yourself. He does not understand that concept.
Well, he looks still so fit and so young. You would expect him to be able to play big minutes. But you forget how many minutes he's lost.
Pierce misses, Paws the rebound. Dangerous pass deflected out of bounds by Bass, but still Philly ball with 7:16 remaining. Score Philadelphia 76ers and Boston Celtics playoff gear at NBAstore.com now. Get free shipping on orders over $99. NBAstore.com, one store, every team. Tell you what, there's been more Sixer gear sold this year. Doug Collins had one of his goals when he took over with his team. As Turner gets inside, stripped by Ray Allen, picked up by Pierce. We'll get back to that in a moment. Rondo to Bass and threw it away. What Collins said, I want the city of Philadelphia to fall in love with the Sixers again. It's such a great sports town. They're so crazy about their Sixers, but obviously had some rough years, some mediocre years. But back-to-back playoff appearances under Doug Collins. Holiday foul by Garnett.
And again, you see the strategy, as we see the 76ers gear, of Philadelphia on offense. Have someone other than Kevin Garnett's man set the pick on the ball. That time, it was Brandon Bass. Holiday, great split of the pick and roll, and then attack the basket.
Holiday, just 21 years old. After 1 year at UCLA, was a first-round pick of the Sixers, now in his 3rd season.
You look at it. Here comes Brand. Bass, bad angle, great split. Good pressure put on the rim. forcing Garnett to foul.
There are some nights you watch Drew Holiday and you say he's got a chance to be an all-star player, but like many young players, especially a kid who's 21, he has his ups and downs, but he's got some real ability.
Well, he's never really been a true point guard either, so it's a great learning curve.
Pierce somehow able to keep it in bounds. Garnett to Rondo. Rondo back out Bass. Bass leans in. Rondo. 2 on the shot clock. Garnett can't get it to fall. Rondo tips it. Comes up on the offensive board. Fakes. Banker. Count it and 1. The hustle of Rajon Rondo. The Celtics back up by 5.
Well, one of Rondo's greatest strengths is his nose for the ball. And as Evan Turner roams to help, here blocking out Brandon Bass, Rondo's the quickest to the ball, and then a terrific finish. And Evan Turner fouls it.
Rondo receiving a couple of awards in the past week. Got selected to his first All-NBA team, All-NBA third team. Also made NBA All-Defense second team. And a spectacular season. He's had some unbelievable performances in the playoffs. Already a couple of triple-doubles. Leads all playoff performers in assists, much like he did during the regular season.
I'm still on the search for the coach who voted for Carlos Boozer as an All-NBA defender. We have to root this person out.
Hawes misses. Rondo comes in and grabs the rebound. At 5 points. 4 boards, 4 assists already. We're midway through the second. It's amazing. Philly shooting just 24% as Pierce can't connect. Ryan Hollins, the offensive rebound, puts it down, stripped by Holiday. And that was his mistake, putting it down. Holiday gets past Rondo. Nice feed to Hawes and banks it in. And the Sixers, despite the fact they're shooting such a poor percentage, only down by 4. This has been this team all season. It's not pretty all the time. It's defensive oriented, but they share the ball and they are resilient. Bass will try from the baseline. And Hawes fell down and rolled into him. And a foul call on Hawes. That's his first. Bass to the line, where he's been incredible. But before he goes there, we'll take a timeout.
Well, Philadelphia is obviously struggling to score in transition. Holiday, good decision to the hard-running Hawes for the layup.
The NBA countdown at 7:30 Eastern. Ray Allen wants to be a part of that game Monday. But right now, the struggle so far.
Well, he's struggled all series. And are these shots he can normally make? Yes. So you have to give some blame to Ray Allen for missing shots he can make, but also give the Sixers some credit. Putting pressure on him here, this is what we've grown accustomed to seeing. Ray Allen making those three-point shots, his only field goal so far, this layup. When a guy as good as Ray Allen is missing, it's part he missing shots he can make, and the defense doing a good job of tagging him and knowing where he's at.
With more on Allen, let's check in with Doris.
Well, it's been a bit unpredictable when those bone spurs in his ankles are going to hurt him. He said it's a day-to-day situation. When I spoke to him pregame, I asked him how he felt. He said they've been good all day, but it's not necessarily an indicator of once I try to run and come off screens and do the things I'm accustomed to doing. I think probably mixed results, he'd say today, Mike. Yeah,
I think, Doris, some guys, ankle injuries, they can get by a little bit, not with what his game is and how much movement and running it is. Holiday, nice spin move. Drew Holiday, pretty play. And Philly back within 4. Meanwhile, Brandon Bass, leading scorer for the Celtics with 8. Brand leads the Sixers with 8. Iguodala, one of the better perimeter defenders. Offensive foul call against Boston. It's against Hollins, and that's Hollins' second.
Well, again, trying to go at Ray Allen. They ran a pick and roll. Holiday kept the ball the whole possession. Spins away from Ray Allen, gets a clean look at the basket, and gets the kind roll.
Holiday, when he was a kid growing up, loved